They have to like what they've done. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on the
Panthers first down as they're able to get the third in the first half. Again, but not before he works it past the 50. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
But one of the ways the quarterback's move and scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete.
The pass.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So we got
last drive there. He hits the reliable target. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. 15 yards on the play, first down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers.
Excellent, makes the quarterback look a whole lot better.
An incompletion as a result.
It's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Taken about 7 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. They'll begin the drive with Carson, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
On the carry.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Third and short yardage, Mayfield. And he finds Howard complete. The 30. 10. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
O.J. Howard.
O.J. Howard. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
At the 34-yard line.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
First and 10.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target, and he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup. As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 25-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. From 3 yards out, and the Panthers are able to cut into this lead.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his second touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep him in it.
Well, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Out to the right here to Shepard. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the ball.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, he usually gets it done.
Brings up second.
Charles, we get a look at the draft class here for this team. What do you think?
Well, I think for the most part, I do like what they did because, to me, they got some solid players in the early rounds. And then if I'm correct in my evaluation, they got some great value in the later rounds as well.
They throw again on second down. This one's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. That's the end of the...
And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the fourth and final quarter of play. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw.
The pass.
And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers.
Touchdown.
A 16-yard touchdown. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window. Zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
Point after here coming up. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
The kick is good.
So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Chris Carson trotting back out there. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's getting off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps, and maybe stopping him before he get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time it's 3rd and 3. Mayfield. Open man has got it. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll put him right at 99 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
1st down, Tampa Bay.
Now Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a 1st down. Mayfield on play action. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Mike Evans.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And the Buccaneer 1st down.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. O.J. Howard with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
Right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
45.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. And And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Carolina getting set to take the field. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive, they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Over the middle, it's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards and a Panther first down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now.
56, the mic boy, 56, check 56.
He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
10 at the 13-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. From 13 yards out, and the Panthers have got it back to a 1-score game. That was quite the call down around the goal line on 4th and goal.
Yeah, they fake the run, pull it out, throw it, and as a defense, I've been in that spot before, and we see it all the time. You almost have to overcommit against the run. You have to almost sell out and say, they're going to run it, go make a play. They got fooled on that one.
And he puts it through.
Is good.
That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And Carolina scores to cap it off. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
At the 25-yard line.
Mayfield looks to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Airing this one out for Evans. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
A try here for the extra point. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Back now comes Tampa Bay. And they have to try and move past that pick six because now they're dealing with a Mayfield. That's complete to his receiver, Gadwin. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Complete. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And this is going to be a Bucs first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. That one a first down pickup of 8.
First down, Tampa Bay.
From the gun, Mayfield. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
First down, Buccaneers.
Mayfield now from the 50. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. That's caught by Howard. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And again, it's Mayfield. They'll run the screen with Carson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 9 yards that time.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. That catch good for only a couple.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 22-yard line. 14 yards, and he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown.
Mayfield's pass.
A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want, and cover it well.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
So now the Panthers down by a field goal, 1:40 remaining. This is only week 1 of the season, folks. Get strapped in as they come up here 1st and 10. Here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
44-yard line.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The sack there by J.J. Watt. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Wide open receiver complete. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's he's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as he'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Back to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
The pass, incomplete. Intended for his wideout. It's now 3rd and 19.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Back to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete in the end zone. Leads to 2nd and goal.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's like here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. To kick the extra point. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with what most likely will be the game-winning touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football, where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason, and now I'm listening to you. So for the Panthers, they start the campaign with a victory in front of an enthusiastic home crowd for a Sunday night. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.